There are no entities of any kind that truly and permanently exist. All the phenomena of both samsara and nirvana, even appearances seen as the deity, and sounds heard as mantra, are projections of the mind. If you search for the nature of this mind, you will find that, as it is said in the Prajna Paramita, mind does not exist. Its expression is clarity. What we normally call the mind is the deluded mind, a turbulent vortex of thoughts, whipped up by attachment, anger, and ignorance. This mind, unlike enlightened awareness, is always being carried away by one delusion after another. Thoughts of hatred or attachment suddenly arise without warning, triggered by such circumstances as an unexpected meeting with an enemy or a friend. And unless they are immediately overpowered with the proper antidote, they quickly take root and proliferate, reinforcing the habitual predominance of hatred or attachment in the mind, and adding more and more karmic patterns. Yet, however strong these thoughts may seem, they are just thoughts and will eventually dissolve back into emptiness. Once you recognize the intrinsic nature of the mind, these thoughts that seem to appear and disappear all the time can no longer fool you. Whenever a thought develops, recognize it as being empty. That thought will immediately lose its compelling power and will not generate attachment and hatred. And once attachment and hatred are gone, realization of the perfectly pure Dharma will unfold, naturally, from within. Indeed, try as you might, there is no way you will ever be rid of your attachment and hatred, as long as you keep believing that they arise because of the external objects or circumstances to which they are connected. The more you attempt to reject external phenomena, the more they will spring back at you. Therefore, it is important to simply recognize the empty nature of your thoughts and just allow them to dissolve. When you know that it is the mind that both creates and perceives samsara and nirvana, and also that the nature of mind is emptiness, then mind will no longer be able to delude you and lead you around by the nose. Our perceptions are coloured by delusions, in the same way that the vision of a person with jaundice is coloured by the bile in their eyes, making them see a white conch as yellow. It is clinging that makes the mind project its delusions onto appearances. As soon as the mind perceives something, it clings to that perception. Then it appraises the object as being desirable, offensive, or neutral. Finally, taking action on the basis of this distorted perception with desire, aversion, or indifference, it accumulates karma. To cut through the mind's clinging, it is important to understand that all appearances are empty. Like the water you might see in a mirage. Beautiful forms are of no benefit to the mind, nor can ugly forms harm it in any way. Sever the ties of hope and fear, attraction and repulsion, and remain in equanimity, in the understanding that all phenomena are nothing more than projections of your own mind. Just as clouds form, last for a while, and then dissolve back into the empty sky, so deluded thoughts arise, remain for a while, and then vanish in the voidness of mind. In reality, nothing at all has happened. When sunlight falls on a crystal, lights of all colours of the rainbow appear. Yet they have no substance that you can grasp. Likewise, all thoughts in their infinite variety, devotion, compassion, harmfulness, desire, are utterly without substance. There is no thought that is something other than emptiness. If you recognize the empty nature of thoughts at the very moment they arise, they will dissolve. Attachment and hatred will never be able to disturb the mind. Deluded emotions will collapse by themselves. No negative actions will be accumulated, so no suffering will follow. If you practice without falling prey to thoughts, your own innate Buddha nature will begin to emerge. Meditative experiences will increase, along with devotion and compassion, just as the sun's rays increase in power when focused through a magnifying glass. Once you see that all phenomena of both samsara and nirvana are just fabrications of mind, and that the nature of mind is empty, then transmuting impure perception into pure perception is not a problem. All phenomena are simply revealed as primordially pure. From this spark of recognition, wisdom grows like a fire spreading through a dry forest. Once you recognize the true nature of mind, this whole fiction of relative appearances and your attachment to them will simply cave in. Good and bad, attraction and repulsion, lose their compelling flavors and melt into one taste.